What is going on? I want to welcome you from Half Court. I am Sean Murphy, and today we are going to be doing something pretty special. Today, I'm going to be going over my predictions for our award winners this upcoming NBA season. The rules are simple. We're going to be looking at the 4 key awards passed out to players at the end of the season, and we are going to predict who I think is going to be winning them. So, this is going to be Rookie of the Year. This is going to be Most Improved Player. It's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, and then last but most certainly not least, we got the MVP award. I'm going to be giving my thoughts on who these are, and I'm not going to go conventional for all of them. I'm going to try to play a little risky. There's certain ones that are kind of a lock, but at the end of the day, I think I'm really confident in the picks that I have, and at the end of the day, we're just here to have fun, man. We're 2 weeks away from training camp. Oh my gosh, I need basketball to come back more than anything, but that's a whole other topic for another day because we got it coming up real soon. But if you like the sounds of that, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And also, did you know that over 90% of the people that watched my Pistons video last week have not subscribed to this channel? Well, let's change that. All you have to do is click that button down below. But again, let's get right into it. All right, so for Rookie of the Year, obviously there are a lot of different contenders on this, and I was really battling back and forth between 2 different players. And I think we all know who those 2 players are. For me, it is definitely against Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. But ultimately, I'm going to go with Cade Cunningham for the reason of this. I think that if it is just an individual performance award and both teams are terrible and they just base it off of how they do, I could very well see Jalen Green going out there and just dominating the point spread and just absolutely I could see him averaging 20 a game his rookie season. I could even see him averaging 23, and it'll probably be on something like 40% shooting or 35% shooting and then like 78% from the line. But I think if Cade Cunningham is going to come out and win Rookie of the Year, I think it's going to be less of a sexy stat line and it's going to be more well balanced and all around. I think Cade Cunningham is a guy that could go out there and he could definitely average you 20, but I think likely if he gets like 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists, anything that's near the triple-double range or even a double-double, I think that's something that's an absolute win. And I think Cade Cunningham, in order to win the Rookie of the Year, has to count on making a playoff run or at least getting his team closer to the play-in tournament. I think the Pistons are going to be way closer to competing in any level rather than the Rockets this year. That's just my opinion. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see what happens because, quite frankly, there's just a lot that's going to be happening this year, especially between those 2 players. So I'm definitely intrigued to see how that goes out. But if you had to ask me what my gut is today, I am going with Cade Cunningham as the Rookie of the Year. Next up, we have Most Improved Player. Now, this is an award that is very difficult to grade because obviously you don't know who's going to come out of left field, right? You have guys like Julius Randle last season. You had Brandon Ingram a couple years ago really having his coming out party. My gut reaction, I really want to say one of the Ball brothers, specifically I think Lonzo Ball. If he has a great year in Chicago, I think he has a strong chance to win this award. However, I'm going bold. And today I'm going to say that my Most Improved Player favorite is none other than Kyle Kuzma. Now let me explain. I know some of you might be clicking off this video right now, but let me explain. Okay? Kyle Kuzma is someone that, in my opinion, has definitely been counted out, and in my opinion, unjustifiably so. I think he's actually a pretty good player in this league, and I think especially before LeBron showed up and when it was ultimately him and Lonzo and a lot of those younger guys, I think he was remembered or seen as like one of the better prospects of that core. There's a reason why the Lakers weren't willing to get rid of Kyle Kuzma when they were trading for Anthony Davis. And that's because they liked Kyle Kuzma. They saw that he had the ability to score. He had the ability to get a bucket. And I think he's one of those guys that ultimately was struggling to fit in a situation where he was being asked to do a lot when, quite frankly, there was little opportunity for him. He was asked to be that 3rd or 4th scorer, but ultimately he just wasn't getting many touches, and the touches that he was getting weren't high quality. So in my opinion, I think Kyle Kuzma going in a situation, getting traded to Washington, I think he can really thrive there. And in my opinion, I think he's a dark horse for most improved player. And for me, he's my most improved player award. So look out for Kyle Kuzma this year. Mark my words. Next up, we have Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I could go boring on this one. I could say that it's just going to be either Rudy Gobert, Draymond Green, Ben Simmons, except I don't see Ben Simmons winning any awards this year. I'm not exactly seeing the press going to want to go and look at Ben Simmons. Like, the only way he gets an award is if he wins like most improved player and all of a sudden is Steph Curry from the 3-point line. So if you were to ask me what my prediction is today for the most improved player award, I am going to go with Giannis Antetokounmpo for Defensive Player of the Year. Listen, Giannis is an absolute freak on the defensive end, and I think he's done getting the MVP award. I think that's very much a narrative-based award. I think ultimately it comes off of individual performance. And so if I'm looking at Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the things that he does better than almost anybody in the entire league is his ability to defend. So I think Giannis is almost a shoo-in for Defensive Player of the Year every single year. And I think this season he's just going to have a victory lap and have a lot of fun, but also still going to be hungry to prove that they can ultimately contend for a championship. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen there. But today I'm picking Giannis as my Defensive Player of the Year. And finally, it is time to pick my MVP for the 2021-2022 NBA season. Your MVP of the NBA is going to be Boban Marjanovic. Okay, no, I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can't joke around that much. It's Luka, okay? It's Luka Doncic. Listen, I hate this award. Not that I don't think Luka won't be deserving. I think ultimately Luka Doncic is absolutely going to deserve the award. But my thing with that award is that it's very clearly a narrative-based award that is based off of individual skill and the things that they do on the stat sheet. I don't think it's necessarily having anything to do with your team winning, your team contributing. I think this award has become a stat padding award. Now, Luka Doncic, one of the greatest players alive, he is going to put on a show this season, and in my opinion, I think we're just only going to see Luka get better and better. And that's why I think he's a shoo-in for MVP until he ends up winning it, because at each and every season, he's going to go in as one of, if not the favorite to be the MVP. I mean, he just has such a rare ability to score at every single layer of the court. He's an amazing playmaker with incredible vision. The way that he impacts a basketball game is elite. And so if you were to count him out on that award literally ever, you don't know what you're talking about. So he has to be in the conversation. And I think for me, ultimately, I think this is the season that he can ultimately get it done. So my MVP for this upcoming season is going to be Luka Doncic. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my predictions of who is going to win these awards. And here's the thing. I hope I'm wrong, because the odds are I am wrong. And that's the beauty of these awards, is that ultimately we go in, we point fingers, we guess what's going to happen, and then something else completely different happens. And we get to see players completely come out of their shell. We get to see performances that we don't even expect, and we get to see new stars being born. So with that, what do you think? Who's your favorites to win these awards this year? Who is your MVP shoo-in? Let me know in the comment section down below. But that is going to do it with us here at Half Court. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow us on TikTok, and I will catch you next time from Half Court. Be sure to subscribe.